Einstein described learning as what remains after the lesson changes your behavior, not what you memorized. Out here, what remains is often written by impact, because gravity does not care about your plans, your mood, or your experience, so let me give you the lesson without the blood price. Picture a calm shift, good weather, radios low, and the donkey professor walking the deck, scanning pockets and hands, watching the small risks people stop noticing when routine feels normal. Up high, someone adjusts a glove, and a 2-kilo wrench sits on the edge of falling, not because they are evil, because they are human, and attention splits. On the ground, a dropped wrench just clanks and rolls. And that harmless outcome is why people forget what height changes. Move it to the derrick 30 meters up. Vibration, wind, busy hands, mind on the next step. The pocket is invisible to the brain, and the wrench slips free. It looks slow for a heartbeat, then physics takes over. Gravity pulls, speed builds, and speed becomes energy. When it hits the deck, that wrench can carry around 600 joules, enough to turn a tool into a bullet from the sky. People want to believe a hard hat is a miracle, but it is a compromise built for common knocks and limited impacts, not dense steel arriving from height. A direct hit can crack the shell and transfer force because physics respects design limits, not optimism. The donkey professor points up, then down. You do not choose what gravity does. You only choose whether you control what can fall. He tells a real near miss, a spanner on a handrail, a gust, a slip, dropping through grading and missing a worker by less than a step. The worst part was the worker never looked up. They never knew how close life came to changing. That is why dropped objects are so brutal. The person below did not consent, cannot dodge what they cannot see, and cannot prepare for what nobody warned them about. Dropped objects hide inside boring moments, pockets catching, tools balanced, tape measures on flanges, loose bolts in trays, phones dragged toward an edge. Big hazards get the spotlight, but dropped objects are the quiet predator because routine turns scanning off. Then comes the part that should make you angry. It is preventable. The fix is cheap and boring, so people skip it until boring becomes tragedy. A tool lanyard, a tether, a tie-off point, one strap that turns a falling bullet into a controlled object. If someone says tethers slow them down, the donkey professor answers clean. Injuries slow you down more. Investigations slow you down more. Shutdowns slow everyone down more. Speed without control is not productivity. It is gambling, and the one who pays is often the person below you. Remember this rule when you are tired. Small does not mean safe. Small means it can hide. Leaders, culture is not what you say in meetings. It is what you tolerate on the deck. Optional rules fail first. Before you climb, empty loose items, secure radios and phones, tether anything with mass. Up there, never park tools on edges or handrails. Attach, use, stow, until it is automatic like a seatbelt. Take the takeaway in one breath. Tie off your tools. Respect the drop zone. Never trust the hard hat as a miracle. Treat gravity like it is undefeated, because it is. And remember, gravity never takes a